Welcome to Finding Your Why, where entrepreneurs share stories of how they got started so that you can too. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Finding Your Why, where we talk to amazing entrepreneurs to learn about how they got started so that you can also be inspired to get your big project or the thing you've been dreaming about to get it started. So today I have Jeffery, the founder of Trap Water, an amazing water company that really is a product that, having tried it, you probably will never want to try any other water again. It's probably one of the best waters I've ever had. So I want to get started talking to Jeffery and just to get a sense of who he is. So first and foremost, I wanted to welcome you, Jeffery, and I want you to tell us a little bit about yourself, like where you're from. Do you have like a 9-to-5 and this is like your side hustle? Or is entrepreneurship your like full-time gig?
Okay, well, and my name is Jeffery. I'm actually from a small island called Dominica. Dominica is in the Caribbean, for those that don't know. We're actually known as the nature island of the Caribbean. And we are most known for our water because we have 365 rivers and we have springs. We actually have the second largest boiling lake in the world. We have one of the most centennials, which is the old people, the people that live very, very long on our island. So tropical is just a beautiful place. I was actually born in the city called Roseau. And the company name is really called Roseau Beverage Company. Right. So this is the company that we founded, and Trap Water is our very first product that we, started with. And yes, I am a full-time entrepreneur. All right. I not only do water, but I am a builder by trade. I build houses from the ground up. So I have my own construction company and I build homes, custom homes for the people of Atlanta and metro area. And then, of course, I have Roseau Beverage Company, which I started in 2019 to sell my most important product, which is Trap Water. Living on the island, we had so much good, clean water. We still wouldn't drink water from the tap. We wouldn't drink water from the rivers. We only would love to drink spring water. And something that stuck with me growing up as a child, all the older folks, what they would do is they would hike the bushes, find the spring, and then they would stick a bamboo in there, would connect it, bring it all the way to the street. So when people driving by, they don't have to do the hike anymore. They could just stop, fill up their containers, and carry that good fresh spring water home. And that water would be so cold, so fresh, so pure, so nice. And this is what we drank growing up. One day I was sitting in my backyard with a friend of mine. His name is Elroy. Elroy is also a co-founder with me as well, because he was there when the idea was birthed, and we were sitting in my yard, just talking, and we was like, man, you know what would be cool? Because we was talking about how the water was so terrible up here, and I was like, what would be really cool is if we could introduce America to what real water is. And we was thinking about getting water from the island to bring up, but me being a business-minded type of guy, I thought about it and I was like, it's not logistic. The logistics not going to work, or it's going to be economical to, get the water from all the way out there. We don't have no demand. So, I was like, man, that probably not going to work, But the thought stayed with me. And I was just thinking, like, what if I could find this water here? And I went online and started to do research, different springs and different sources and different places where you can get good fresh water. I made contact with different people. Yeah, I tell them I have a company because I dream of having a company. I got different samples and people were sending me water from all different parts of the United States, communicating with them, via, email and stuff like that. And then one day I came home from work and there was just another package sitting on my doorstep. So I came in, I was like, all right, I already get so much samples that just wasn't doing it for me. I was like, whatever. It sat on my table for like 3 days. I didn't even open it. And then one day I was like, you know what, let me drink this water. And I cracked that seal. And boy, let me tell you, it was so good. I was like, yes, I get it. I was so excited. I was start jumping around and running around. I was like, this is it. We got it. Call my guy and give him the news, So that really, the reaction it was able to spark out to me, I figure if it does that to me, imagine what to do to someone that has never tried water so good in their life before.
Yeah.
And the challenge was how. How do you do it? How are you going to make a brand when there are so many brands out there? There's so many different water companies that has millions of dollars. They're well known. You're coming up and it's discouraging when you look and see how big everybody else is and you're just a guy, with an idea. So that's why I was like, I'm not gonna get intimidated because I know I have a better product. I just have to get a good delivery. And then I was like, what would make people want to try your brand? Because until they try, they don't know how good it is, right? But you have to first able to inspire them to want to try. So I figure it would have been the name first. What is it called? What we're gonna call it? And in my mind, I know what matters most to everyone is their culture. Doesn't matter where you are, doesn't matter where you're from, you love your culture, right? And then I figure, what is the culture of Atlanta? And I dig deep. I started to do the research. I'm not really, the culture is the trap. So I say, hey, call it trap water. And what we decided to do was to change what trap means. So to us, trap really means to rehydrate and prosper, TRAP. Right? So then instead we put a positive twist on it. So when somebody say why trap, it's because we want to rehydrate and prosper. Okay. And then we actually said we want to hydrate the culture. That is our number one theme. This is what we stand behind.
Wow. I love that. Like, the idea comes from like a place of nostalgia, like a place of home, like talking about growing up and what you were used to, wanting to have those comforts like in this new place and space that you're living. And it kind of brought out this creativity in you. So how has like the culture and like the masses received the product?
So this is where it brought me back to the table and I was like, okay, trap water will not cross over. I believe it too. So that's where we came up with T2O.
Yeah.
T2O is T will stand for trap, right? And it's a play on H2O. So right. The brand T2O will cross, right? Because we don't have to say trap water on every single bottle. But we want to start with the culture that's going to support us first. I understand that in order for me to get off the ground, I have to go to the people that I would expect to give me the support, right? And then I also start thinking about, okay, if this is going to cross over, it has to look as good, if not better than the competition, right? So what I did was I took my time and I designed a bottle and I had Fiji in mind because I want to beat them. All right. No disrespect, guys. But that's my goal. Okay. So I designed my bottle in a way that would give you a visual to make you feel like somebody took their time with this, right? And so far, every single person that has cracked my seal and put that water to their head had an amazing experience and their feedback was phenomenal. And for me, the water speaks for itself.
Yes, it does.
You ask me any question, I can simply tell you, just try it. And then when you do, you're gonna be like, oh, okay, I get it. It's good. It's really good. For me, it's not just about selling water. Like some people think I get in this business because I want to sell water. No, I get in this business because I want to give people a better option. And when I say a better option, I really mean nature. You see, everything that we consume now, especially in the US, is processed. And what we don't realize is 99% of the sicknesses, if it's not already like a family genetic type of, sickness, it comes from something that you consume. I want people to know that you need not drink purified water. And I can tell you why. Purified water, they take them through a process called reverse osmosis. Some people may have heard of it, some people may have not. But reverse osmosis is a process where they try to take the harmful bacteria out of any kind of water. So it doesn't matter how bad the water is, as long as it's not toxic, like some type of what you might call it, chemo, some type of like real toxic, stuff that can't be removed. And of course, you run it for reverse osmosis. What it does is, while it is intended to remove all the harmful bacteria from the water, it also removes all its natural properties. So then it becomes distilled, where it's just blank, it's just liquid. Okay, and then drinking distilled water is really not recommended and doesn't do anything for the body. So what they do is they take it through another process called ionization. And that is when they implement all your different minerals, and they put the sodium and all the alkaline and everything else that they advertise, right? To make it taste good. They try to reinvent it, so to speak. But in the end, it's still all man-made. All the minerals they put in there, it's not natural. All the different, stuff they put in there, even in the alkaline that everybody go crazy over right now, is man-made, right? And then we drink it, and we don't know the effects it have on our body, and the doctors won't tell you because they want you to come back and see them.
Very rarely do we hear these like larger companies talk about those kinds of values about why they started a company. Excellence in every aspect of the word. So you've shared so much about like what motivated you to do it. And it seems like your process is at like a steady, smooth pace in terms of why you started, how you get going, how you got going. So I want to ask about any challenges, both in the process of starting the business, or even now where you are, that you encounter.
So for me, my first challenge was figuring out what to call it, which is cool, figuring out how to package it. I mean, I was sitting in front of this computer for months, all the way 2:00 in the morning, talking to people all across the world, trying to get the right designer to be able to come up with what I want. Everybody giving me stuff I don't need. And, all the ideas just kind of flowing through my mind, trying to be able to pin down what makes sense. When we talk about the culture, it sent me to do a lot of research, because I do my research before I come out with anything. And I found out all about the hip hop culture and what makes it work. And we were trying to design something around that. It just wasn't doing it for me. So it took me a minute to kind of like get the label right. Another thing was getting the trademark. Fiverr is a very good resource. I was able to find a lawyer on Fiverr. I only paid her like maybe $70, and she did my trademark for me. A lot of the resources I was able to use, simply because I didn't have a whole lot of money. I really spend a lot of time just communicating with people I don't know from the other side of the world. They could be anywhere. I have no idea where they are. But that was how I was able to overcome the challenges with getting all the legal aspect done. And, for the people that have the dream to become an entrepreneur and thinking one day I want to be my own boss, the most important thing you could ever do is set your company up properly from the beginning. Other challenges I had was that water is a very heavy product. and it's not a very expensive product either. So the logistics of being able to ship water to people is not economical. It costs more to ship it than it costs to buy it or to produce it, right? And then, so that's a big challenge that I had. Was how am I going to get this water to every door? And the only way I could have done that was Amazon. That was a journey by itself. We're available on Amazon. And my brother Vince, me and him, we really put in the work. Mainly Vince. Like Vince held it down, trying to get it. It took us almost a year to get into Amazon. Amazon is not the easiest company to communicate with. They're already big, and it's very challenging. But if you have a product that has never been online before, you create it yourself, you have to go through a lot of processes, especially if it's something that's going to be consumed, to be able to get on a big platform like Amazon. But most importantly, it comes back down to consistency. Building a brand is a lot harder than selling a product. Like you got merch and stuff like that. You gotta give it away so people can wear it. And you have to find more money to go buy some more because ain't nobody, they love it, but they're not gonna buy it. Right? It's difficult. But the beautiful thing is, thank you, Lord, that I can do construction. And really, the honest truth is the construction is what paying for it right now.
How did you come up with that idea of partnering with various festivals, particularly around being like the official sponsoring water as a way to get your product out there? Because I really like that model.
It's the challenges that make you come up with new ideas.
Yeah.
How do you create a demand? You have to get in front of people. And then you have to get people to try your product. How do you get people to try your product? You have to get them in a place where they need your product.
That's right.
You're in a festival, you're going to be thirsty. And then you're going to have no choice but to drink the water. And you're going to love it.
Love it.
We started by doing the vendor splitting. That wasn't economical because we're selling water. $3 a bottle. You pay $300 to be a vendor in a venue. You know how many bottles of water you have to sell before you even make $300? So I decided, hey, I got product, okay? I don't have money. What can I do? So I do barter. I say, hey, let me give you some free cases for yourself and your team and your people. And then in turn, just let us sell some water. At least, if we make a little money, we'll be happy. The key is to get in front of people. But some people say, if I'm bringing the crowd, you have to pay me to get in front of my people. Like nobody really want to help you. But motivation is the key. For example, when we come out to the event, the type of way people responded to the water and to us and the energy that we bring, people start to realize that we actually adding value to their festivities. So now it's catching on. But it wasn't easy to start.
What more can we expect? Like beyond festivals, seeing you there, like, is there any other big idea or other paths that you want to take the brand that you're looking for the community to support you in?
Yes, absolutely. Trap water is just the very first product of Roseau Beverage Company. So really, everybody think the company is called Trap Water. It's really called Roseau Beverage Company. Roseau is the capital city of where I was born. Okay. And what we want to do is, now that we found a water that is comparable, okay, to the water that I know, I didn't say that it was better, right? So really the goal is to create a demand here and then be able to go home and build a factory down there.
Wow.
Get that real water out of the island, because we have that nature island water. And also we have a lot of natural products that wasting every day. Like where I am from is a tropical island. It's just so delightful, so much fruits, exotic fruits that you've never heard of. And it's just exclusive to certain regions of the world. So the idea is to be able to manufacture these fruits and choose them, make different flavored water, make different juices, because our trademark covers all kinds of things, right? So the intention here now is to build the demand. We want to become not just the festival water, but like you say, a household brand. My people in the island where I'm from, they are very limited. The opportunities that we have here, that a lot of people take for granted, they don't. And there are a lot of beautiful, intelligent children going to school, coming out of school, have no jobs because everything is limited. And then they kind of left to hang out by the streets. And a lot of them now selling drugs or doing the wrong thing because there's not a lot of options for them. What if we could build a big factory and employ a couple hundred people? What if we could encourage people to go back and cultivate the land where they know as soon as it bears, they have a factory where they could bring it to and they could sell it and go feed their family? What if we could encourage young kids to become entrepreneurs, to start up their own businesses, you know? So this is what really is the ultimate goal. This is where my ultimate focus is.
Well, I'm inspired. I'm so inspired. That's why I've been chasing you to be able to talk to you. Thank you, Jeffrey. Like, you have so much heart and so much passion. I hear that it's much bigger than you, and that you're a change maker. And there's so much you can do. And so I look forward to like just watching and supporting in any way possible. So thank you for sharing your story. Jan J with the Africa Expo. This has been a conversation with Jeffery, the president, founder, CEO of Roseau Beverage Company, with the specific product we've been talking about, which is T2O. Could you show us that bottle real quick? It's just amazing packaging. It's excellent. It's brilliant. God bless, and may all of the aspirations you have come to fruition. Thank you.
I appreciate you. Yes, and for the people that would want to know where to find us, you can follow us on Instagram. That is T2O, and when we say O, we mean zero, right? T2O_Trap Water, or you could go online, is T2OWater.com, or you could even search trapwater.com. If you're on Amazon, you search for T2O, which is a zero again, Trap Water, you will find it. 2-day shipping, it will come straight to your door. And if you are local here in California, DeKalb area, which is where we are based, we can even do door to door. You could get a better price if you do like a monthly with us. Maybe get like 3-4 cases a month. We'll just put you on our schedule and we'll drop your water off straight to your door. So, hey, check us, try us.
That's right.
All right. Thank you so much. All right. I appreciate you for giving me the opportunity to be in your show and to tell you my why. God bless you.
All right. Thanks.
Yeah.